Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my monthly refresh video. I'm going to kind of just talk through it today. I already set my calendar and didn't film that process. So sorry about that. But I do need to check in on the goals that I set for myself in March and share what my goals are for April. It is super windy, snowstorm today, lost power yesterday. I am so ready for spring, you guys, but I don't think spring is coming anytime soon. So with that being said, I feel like March was, if I had to give myself a grade for March, it'd be a solid C. Not an A-level student, not even a B-level student. I was there, I participated in class, but didn't study for the exam type thing. So yeah, not a super great month. Let's talk about it though. So some of the goals that I set for myself are matching up to some annual goals that I have. So I figured, if I have these annual goals, I can make monthly goals to make progress towards, those big annual goals. And I do plan to do a 6-month update with you guys over the summer of how I'm doing with my personal goals. So if that's something you're interested in, we're not going to do it quarterly. We'll do it just halfway through the year and then at the end of the year. But monthly, let's start at the top and we'll talk through really how it went. So the first goal was to work out 12 times. I worked out 7 times. So over 50%, but hardly. Honestly, I've been kind of struggling with finding workouts that I enjoy doing. I was doing a program for a while, kind of got tired of it. I did just start a new program in the Sweat app, which I'm really liking. It's a low impact strength workout kind of system. And I like it because it's only 20 to 25 minutes. Anytime a workout gets to be 45 minutes or longer, it's just really a mental block for me. Also, what's been really hard for me is I can't go out for walks on the trail yet. I was really hoping that we'd turn the corner with the weather, but it's still so slippery and icy that I don't really want to go for a walk and slip and break something. So that's also been a little bit difficult, but I've been doing some of the MK Fit workouts. So actually just last night I did one, her cheerleading one. It was so fun. If you watch Netflix Cheer, you'd like it. So, I'm having a little bit more fun with it, but in March I really struggled. I also had some weird hip pain. I don't know, my body's just falling apart in the wintertime. So, yeah, 7 out of 12, not great. Okay. Next goal, read 190 pages out of my book. So I'm currently reading F. Scott Fitzgerald, Tender is the Night. I really like the book. I like the storyline. I like the author. I really have enjoyed reading his other books. I just did not read much in March. So I read 62 pages. Not great. So I have the goal to read 10 pages a day for 4 days a week, something reasonable. So 62 pages was really me reading 6 times throughout the month. I don't know. It's just one of those things that if I don't have the book right in front of my face, I will absolutely forget that I'm reading a book. I'm just not a natural reader, which I know for some people, they can read 6 books consecutively or even have a couple going at the same time. It's just not me. So anyway, still working on this. It's not 0 though. I gave some sort of effort, wanted to journal 20 days out of the month. I journaled 9, so didn't quite get to the 50% mark, but I did figure out, something I could try for April. So for my journal, I got this, digital journal with prompts and I really like it. And so what I did is I printed out the prompts for April. I'm hoping that'll be a little bit more successful and it's in my journal here, my little notebook. So it's right there. It doesn't feel like as many steps. So that's what I'm trying for April to see if that gets me in there a little bit more. Okay, wanted to spend one-on-one time with a friend twice this month. I nailed this goal. I doubled it 4 times. I had a very social month, which was great, but it also was very exhausting. So I'm going to have to kind of evaluate how many things I say yes to because I actually am an introvert. I feel recharged by having time alone. So that's something that I had a lot of fun with my friends, but I felt very tired afterwards. Okay, maximum of 2 alcoholic drinks on a work night. Work night means that if I have to get up and work in the morning, it's work night, kind of like a school night. And there were 22 work nights throughout the month for me. If I take a day off, then it's not, a work night. And 4 out of those 22 times I had maybe like 3 or 4 drinks instead of just the 2. So 81% of the time I was within my parameter, which I'm very happy with. I think, 80-85% is good. It is helping me be more mindful about it. It's usually Sundays that creep up on me, but Sundays, here's the thing, is if we get up early enough in the day, and if we have social things, like we're going to go hang out with friends or go to lunch with friends, and we're starting the day earlier, then it's harder for me because I might have 2 drinks with lunch, and then we're out for the rest of the afternoon. I don't know. So it's a little bit harder for me when start earlier in the day, like our social events. But if we don't go out until 3:34, maybe just have, a little bit of time with friends, then it's a lot easier for me. So I don't know, but actual nights during, the week, I really don't go out during the week. I stay home. So I might have 1 drink or a glass of wine or something like that, but I really don't drink much at home. So anyway, very happy with how I'm doing there. And lastly, I wanted to have my emergency fund at 80%. If you don't follow along with my financial videos, that's okay. I get it. They're not for everybody. I'm at 75.66%. So not quite at that 80% mark. That was a little bit of a stretch goal, but I am at 75.66%. So that's pretty good. A couple items on my to-do list for March. 1, donate clothes. Didn't do that. Shocker. I don't know. I have a pile. I literally have a pile that's been staring at me since January, and I just have not gotten it to the donation center yet. I don't know why that's the hardest step. I feel like even if I put it in my car, I won't drive over there. So I need to just schedule a time. Maybe I'll call them and say hey, I'm bringing something tomorrow, and then I'll feel bad if I don't go. I might have to guilt myself into this. Which sounds so terrible, but I don't know. Also needed to file my property taxes. I can file for a partial refund, so I did do that. That's good. Schedule a day off in April. Did that as well. We have a conference coming up in April for work, so I'm flying to Chicago for that, and then flying back, and it's 3 days of so much social interaction. I've never actually met my coworkers in person before, and it's so many of them, and we're at this conference, and I just know I'm going to be exhausted. So I fly home on a Thursday. I'm taking that Friday off because I'm going to need to just be alone in a dark corner recovering in the kindest way possible. Wanted to schedule a vet appointment for Miko. I did schedule it, and we actually went to his vet appointment in March. So double check there. And then I also wanted to have an end of the month quarter kind of goal check-in, which I did do. But again, I'm going to be sharing kind of how my progress is going halfway through the year, not quarterly, for my personal goals. But I did check in just for myself. So cross that off the list. So that's how March went. Not super great, but not terrible. Again, solid C. Let's talk about April. I've already kind of alluded to some things. So the only big event that I have scheduled is this work conference in the middle of the month. So, that'll be fun. I am looking forward to it. It's just a little bit overwhelming for me. So wish me luck. Okay. Goals for the month, 12 workouts, period. Would like to do 2 cardio workouts a week and 2 strength or resistant type workouts a week. I started the new program. I'm really loving it. I'm 4 days in, but I really, really like it. And it's something I do think I can stick to because they are shorter, which means I can do them over my lunch. I could do them over a quick break in the afternoon or right after work and not feel like it takes all this time. So I'm hoping to stay on track with that. And if the weather ever warms up, I can start going for walks. That would be really, really great. Number 2, maximum of 2 drinks. Again, staying within that 90% for the month. 85 to 90% would be okay with me. I am a little bit worried about the work conference. Sometimes we're let's just sit at the bar and chit chat and get to know each other and all this stuff. And so, I just have to be mindful, and there's no there's nothing wrong with saying like, I don't want to drink. It's not an embarrassing thing to say. It's not that at all. I think that it's just easy for me to say like, okay, sure, and forget that this is a goal of mine. So I just need to be a little bit more mindful. Okay, next, I would like to finish my book. I am about 100 pages out from finishing my book. So that is going to be my goal. This will be done at the end of the month so I can start another book because I have a certain number of books I'd like to read throughout the year, and I need to finish one to get started on the next one. The next one I'm going to read is totally different genre. This is The Millionaire Next Door. It's a financial book. It's kind of like a cult classic in the financial literacy world. So I would like to read it. I've like heard a lot of quotes and people refer to it. My friend actually sent this to me after she read it. So I'd like to read it and then talk to her about it and get her thoughts and stuff like that because we're both total like money nerds. I also want to post 10 videos to my channel this month. I do have a variety of content planned out. So just making sure that I, kind of adhere to a schedule and get those going. But with the different projects I'm doing and kind of regular updates, I do feel like 10 a month is doable. And then lastly, I'd like to journal 15 days. Okay, so we're setting that standard a little bit lower. And again, I printed out the prompts so that they're in my notebook, ready to go. I don't have to like do an extra step to really like get them going. So those are going to be the goals for the month. In addition to that, I do have a couple of to-do items. One, donate the clothes already. Like just do it, Margaret. And two, book New Orleans flights. So my boyfriend has a work trip in New Orleans in May that I'm going to tag along with. We're going to go a few days early, have fun. And I think I'm just going to work there from the hotel room all week because I can work remotely. So, but I need to book my flights for that. So that's on the to-do list. I haven't chosen. So this is like live that I'm figuring this out. I'd like to pick one area of my house to like focus on organizing and maybe like deep cleaning. And I think that might be, I don't know, what space should I choose? Okay, so we have this like junk area where we throw like our keys and our wallet and stuff when we're home and like all this other stuff. I think I might focus on that area because I have bins already that are supposed to be organized, but really just everything gets dumped everywhere. So I think that's the area I'm going to focus on. So I'm going to write that down. Okay, so my goal is going to be to organize and deep clean that whole area. There's like cabinets underneath with DVDs, but we also just shove stuff in there. So all of it just needs to be looked at, dusted, I'm sure. There's so much mail stacked up there, like old stuff, like it just needs to be organized. So that's what I'm going to also add to my to-do list for the month to focus on that area. And hopefully I can like purge some stuff or organize it in a way like a lot of those papers I'm sure I could put in a folder so it's a lot neater and like together. So yeah, that's going to be added to my to-do list. So that is what I'm hoping to accomplish in April. I feel like setting little goals like this every month does help me, even if I don't always achieve them all. I do think that if I didn't set any, if I didn't say I'd like to do so many workouts, there is a chance I would do no workouts. And if I said I didn't care about reading, I probably would not read at all. So even though if I'm not hitting the goals every month, I do appreciate the amount of progress that it's getting me towards my annual goals. So anyway, that is going to be it for me. Let me know in the comments down below what your goals are and how April was for you overall. Just let me know a little update. I'd love to hear from you. And that's going to be it for me. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one.